In the small town of Oak Ridge, there stood an old, abandoned house that locals called the Axe Murder House. It earned this chilling name due to the gruesome murder-suicide that occurred there decades ago. Legend has it that the malevolent spirits of the victims still haunted the house, seeking revenge on anyone who dared to step foot inside. Despite the ominous stories, a group of curious teenagers decided to venture into the house one dark and stormy night. The group consisted of 4 friends: Emma, the brave and adventurous one; Jack, the skeptic who didn't believe in ghosts; Sarah, the shy and anxious girl; and Mike, the jock who loved a good adrenaline rush. As the rain poured down outside, the group approached the decaying mansion, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on the crumbling walls. Emma, determined to prove her fearlessness, led the way, while the others followed nervously. The rusty front door creaked ominously as it swung open, welcoming the teenagers into the darkness within. The air inside felt heavy and suffocating, filled with the lingering sadness of the tragic events that had taken place there many years ago. Emma led them through the dimly lit rooms, each step echoing through the empty corridors. The house seemed to have a life of its own, as if it were watching and waiting for its next victim. As they explored further, they started to hear strange noises, whispers in the distance, faint footsteps on the dusty floorboards. Mike brushed it off as just their imagination, trying to reassure his friends, but even he felt a growing sense of unease. Jack, on the other hand, couldn't shake off the feeling that they were not alone. He noticed objects moving on their own, doors slamming shut without any wind, and cold spots in the midst of a sweltering summer night. His skepticism began to crumble, replaced by a creeping dread. Sarah, the most sensitive of the group, suddenly stopped in her tracks. She claimed to sense a malevolent presence surrounding them, a sinister force that wanted them gone. "We need to leave now," she pleaded, her voice trembling. But Emma was relentless. She was determined to prove that the stories were nothing more than local folklore. She convinced the group to stay a little longer, not willing to admit her fear. However, her bravado quickly turned to terror when they stumbled upon a hidden room in the basement. Frantic, they rushed back up the stairs, only to find the front door slammed shut, trapping them inside. Their flashlights flickered, and the temperature plummeted, revealing a chilling message scrawled on the walls in blood-like substance: "You shouldn't have come." The group huddled together in fear, realizing that they had disturbed something beyond their comprehension. The malevolent spirits of the past were determined to make them suffer the same fate they had once endured. As the night wore on, the friends experienced horrifying visions and unexplainable phenomena. Emma's bravery wavered, and Jack's skepticism shattered entirely. Sarah's sensitivity grew stronger as she sensed the anguish and rage within the house. In a desperate attempt to escape, they raced through the darkened halls, but the house seemed to shift its layout, trapping them in an endless maze of terror. One by one, the spirits tormented and taunted them, driving them to the brink of madness. In the early hours of the morning, a neighbor, disturbed by the echoing screams and cries, called the police. But when the authorities arrived, the house appeared to be nothing more than an abandoned structure, with no sign of the teenagers anywhere. To this day, no one knows what truly happened that night in the Axe Murder House. Some believe the spirits claimed the souls of the teenagers, while others think they were trapped in a malevolent dimension, forced to endure the horrors of that night for eternity. Regardless, the house remains empty and untouched, serving as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the walls of seemingly innocent places. The Axe Murder House stands as a haunting mystery, warning those who dare to explore the unknown that some secrets are better left undisturbed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more horror stories. Thanks for watching.